Indie Prepper here, doing a tabletop review taste test of Augason Farms Morning Moo's low-fat milk alternative that I got in their 30-day survival pail, and I'm doing taste tests like I said. The Morning Moo's a milk alternative, basically skim milk for all intents and purposes. Fairly simple overall to reconstitute. There's a lot of this in the kit. It's got 20 servings in this pouch. It came with 4 pouches, so 80 servings. If you look at their 30-day meal planner, almost every single meal, save a few, has got 1 cup of this thrown in for extra added calories. So if you don't like milk, maybe this kit isn't for you. But look like basic powdered milk, white powder, nothing real interesting about it. Let me go ahead and read the instructions on this thing. 2 tablespoons of Morning Moo's with 1 cup of water is overall what you need. But when you break it down, the instructions are add Morning Moo's to 1/3 a cup of warm water, stir until dissolved, then add the rest as cold water, stir, and then chill. Now, in a proper survival situation, I don't know if I'm going to have that much hot and cold water, and certainly won't be able to chill it unless I'm in the wintertime, in which case I probably want it warm for reheating myself and core body temp and all that. So I made this stuff a little differently. I made this with what I thought would be a standard prepping outfit, warm milk and warm water rather, because I figured that if I'm boiling water to prepare it myself to purify it in an emergency situation, it's going to be warm milk, and I'm probably not going to have the cool milk around to get the job done. It dissolved just fine with warm milk and warm water, to make warm milk rather, and I let it sit to get to room temperature here as you see it. So 1 serving, this is a cup, just plain old instant milk looks like, basically. Smells like it as well. Nothing really interesting or strange about it at all. See that again, hopefully. You can see that there. It's just white. Nothing much. It took a little while to stir up and get all dissolved, but let's go ahead and try this stuff. Tastes like low-fat instant milk. Nothing major. It does have a little less of that odd flavor, that little bite, if you will, that most instant milks have when you put them back together and reconstitute them. There's that little odd flavor, a little strong or whatever you call that. I don't know what the proper term is. A little less pronounced with this, probably because it's not exactly low-fat milk. It's a low-fat milk alternative. So a little bit better at room temp. Now, let me go ahead and say I cheated a little bit. I made some of this stuff up last night and just didn't get around to making a vid. So I did put that in the fridge overnight. Had that for breakfast this morning. Much better flavor overall once it had been chilled. That's an old trick my great aunt taught me back in the day, is that if you really wanted to reconstitute instant milk and do it right, get more of a proper flavor, you need to let it sit, especially chilled overnight, to let everything inside kind of reconstitute itself. And this proved exactly the same way in effectiveness. I said room temp, it's better than nothing. Now, one thing I'd say about this, to keep this in a kit, you may want to add some flavors or something, some chocolate syrup or strawberry powder, something like that, just to keep things from being boring, especially if you got kids around, something like that. I think I'd get tired of drinking a glass of this with every single meal, just straight up. Might be okay. Again, if it was really warm, the fact that you couldn't chill it, or you using boiled water, that sort of thing, to reconstitute it, you may want to add some cocoa powder or something like that. Just make it hot chocolate, something like that. Maybe a few extra calories, something like that. Not necessary, but probably a decent idea, I'd say. And yeah, on second sip, it's basically reconstituted milk. Nothing major. Not terrible, but nothing outstanding of interest. Let me go ahead and read the back of this thing for the stats for you guys, nutritionally. Serving size is 2 tablespoons. Obviously, this container has got 20 servings. Pardon the pager, I'll call that in a second. Calories per cup is 70 calories per prepared unit here. Calories from fats, 20. Total fats, 2.5 grams. Saturated fats, 11%, which is 2 grams. No trans fats. No cholesterol. Sodium is 110 milligrams, which is 5%. Total carbs is 8 grams. No fiber. Sugar is just 1 gram. Proteins at 3 grams. Vitamin A is 8%. Vitamin C is 0. Calcium 10%. Iron 0%. Vitamin D 25%. And riboflavin 4%. Now on the ingredient side, just to give you a quick rundown, I'm sure you can pull this up on their website, but ingredients are sweet whey creamer, which contains coconut oil, corn syrup, solids, and some other stuff, chemicals that I'm not going to waste my time on. Of course, it has non-fat milk in it, sugar, guar gum, vitamin A, and vitamin D. And for allergens, it says dairy, soy, and coconut. So, not a terrible addition. Nothing much to talk about, but I did say I was going to do a review of everything in this kit. So, here it is. Milk. You've seen it before. Nothing major. Empty prepper out.